Folks, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and welcome to the beautiful glades of Athel Loren, where we finished cleaning up some forest encounter battles, so that was successful for us. We've defended Athel Loren successfully, at least for the moment, and I believe we are upgrading the Oak of Ages too, which will hopefully make it easier. I mean, look at this character party over here. I mean, it's like a flat-out like elf gathering going on there, so I mean, that's pretty neat stuff. So yeah, we're in good shape, I think, for the moment. We're going to need to travel the deep routes back to, but we have to wait 3 more turns, unfortunately, because there is a time penalty you take when traveling the deep routes. The Witchwood, though, is in pretty darn good shape. We're almost up to a health of 100, which I think will allow us to recruit Ariel. Recruit hero. Do we have a Glade Captain yet? If we don't, we need to get one. Let's use our Kindred to upgrade to the Eternal Watchers garrison. That'll be very important. The Forge of Daith is lit. Let's get a refined dragon pendant.
It is made perfect. I want one too.
I want one too. I love it. Spell Singer. We could put our Spell Singer on a unicorn. But I think I'll just wait for the eagle. I don't think there's any point. The unicorn's cool, but not necessarily something that we need at this moment. Let's get the Amber Spear. It's a fun one to use. Let's see. Yeah, so now we got to just chill at the Oak of Ages for a couple turns here. I'm going to make sure and grab some comments that you all left me from the last episode. Again, should have had this ready, but I didn't. So I'll pull that up while the turn ends ending. And I'll make sure and cover some of the comments you all left. So here we go. Got it. Let's see, you didn't need to end your turn after using the oh, this is from Zaven, by the way. He says you didn't need to end your turn after the wild roots, you had full movement. Yes, you are correct. I forgot about that. When you move the wild roots, that is accurate. You actually keep whatever movement points you have. So, true statement. True statement. Can we take this fight? Possibly. Probably not, but possibly. Because my dryads are still kind of beat up, and I mean, the more we can defend this, the better. Because I can't get back here for quite a few turns. Because we're waiting on the Wild Roots timer, or the cooldown here. Athomp says, play the game how you want, claiming I beat a campaign on very hard difficulty gets you literally nothing and nowhere in real life. Yeah, it does if that's what you want, right? So I agree with your statement. Play the game how you want. Exactly. And I would say that same thing to everybody. Play the game how you want. So I mean, if you like playing it on the hard difficulty, dude, go for it. If you don't, then don't. Don't waste your time, you know? Exactly. Play the game how you want. Especially when you pay for a game, then by all means, play the game how you want. So here we go. Let's get our Deepwood Scouts up here. I want to start working on the Witch Elves. They'll be a juicy target, unarmored. And then I can use my magic missiles. Use my magic missiles right off the bat here to get rid of some dread spears because they're very tightly packed. Should be effective at killing a bunch of them. And let's shoot the witch elves. There's gonna be some shades popping up shortly, so let's keep our distance. Yeah, there they are. Let's fall back, stay out of their range. Stay out of their range. We're not gonna give them freebies. And now let's turn and put some shots on them. Yeah, there we go. It'll be 70 seconds till we have access to that special ability again. Let's fall back up here to the woods. And I want to keep shooting the shades where I can, but they're not visible at the moment. So let's hit the witch elves. Alright, the more we can soften up this army, the better. Okay, there's going to be some more shades. Let's fall back, fall back. We don't want to take a bunch of hits from shades. Kill witch elves. Yeah, the witch elves are in bad shape now. This is great. Fall back. The shades get you. Fall back. Fall back. Okay, let's put some shots on the shades. Why do my my rangers feel so slow right now? I don't know why. They feel slow. Maybe they're not. Alright, let's move out before the shades start shooting us again. I'm gonna go ahead and back up and just kind of keep skirmishing these guys for a while longer, just because we can. And it's effective at the moment. Excellent. Let's get the shades to pop up, and then I'll slay them with the Wildwood Rain, or the Deepwood Scouts. Sorry. I'm gonna go like I'm attacking the shades just to push them off for a second, but I'm not actually gonna dive in. I don't think. Yeah, actually I am. They didn't move, so I'm gonna give them a quick hit. My Hawk Riders should hit pretty hard on the charge, and they actually do AP damage as well. But I don't want to stick around in this fight yet, so let's just pull through. Alright, let's back up. We did some damage to the shades. Let's get back in the air. Their special missiles are ready again. Let's fall back, fall back, fall back. Let's go get a blob started with our Treekin. Alright, let's fly past these shades. There's another unit of shades somewhere over here in the forest that should be alone now. And we want to keep our Treekin in as big a blob as possible. At least I think so. Yeah, these guys are vulnerable now. Yeah, hit him, hit him, hit him. Let's get to the flank. Make for the flank up here too. Treekin, get in there. And let's get some flank shots. Like right here. Get a flank right there. Alright, take out the shades. Alright, that should get rid of the shades. We're getting some great shots with our Wildwood Rangers. I mean, we're doing okay so far, I think. The power bar is staying in a good place for us. I've lost a few Hawk Riders, but nothing super substantial. Got some great shots going. Let's help the Treekin clean up some of these spears. Hit him from the flank. Alright, there's another shade unit right here. Let's down it. While we continue to pour shots into the dread spears from behind. And then we can go hit this blob with the special missile attacks off our Hawk Riders as soon as we get rid of this other shade unit. Now this is a Dreadlord with sword and crossbow. Can be a bit of a pain, and then the Death Hag is fortunately low armor for us, which is great because we're not particularly good at armor piercing with the army that we have here. Except for the Hawk Riders melee attack. We lost a few more Hawk Riders there. Right, they're getting some of their, what do you call it, murderous prowess right now. Yeah, finish the shades. The shades are decent in melee against low armor. They're just not going to like getting charged by the Hawks. And then, like I said, the Hawks do some pretty solid damage. This shade unit came back. Let's pump them full of arrows real quick before we run out of them. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. As long as we can reroute those shades with what we got left, that'd be great. I'm gonna get up here and go get rid of a bunch of these dread spears here in a minute. Come on, get these shades off the battlefield. Shouldn't be lasting this long. Clean them up. Okay. I'm gonna take my Deepwood Scouts into melee with these spears, and I'm gonna go chase these shades with the other ones. It's important that we don't let the shades finish using their ammunition. Let's clobber this one until it shatters. And just get a few more hit points of damage in. I think it'll shatter. Actually, let's just leave it. Let's go get rid of some dread spears. We need to get the power bar swinging in our favor. Okay, let's again just go chasing shades. Actually, let's outflank right here. Just send one unit to chase shades. Let's see if we can clean up these units here. Should be pretty effective at helping us clean up the rest of the dread spears. We've lost a lot of our dryads, which is unfortunate because they would be particularly good. Okay, yeah. All right, now let's focus the Death Hag. Let's send our dryads chasing these routers. Same thing, dryads chase the routing, or whatever you are, just chase the routers. And the Death Hag got crumped. I know, we're not greenskins, but it is what it is. And these shades are running and not really being able to use their ammunition, which is a big loss for them. this is good. This is good. If we can keep these units routing. All right, let's kill Death Hagia. I don't think she's gonna do great here. The Dreadlord is kind of getting owned here as well because the armor-piercing attack. Let's cycle charge so we'll be able to get better damage done.
With haste.
Okay, and cycle charge back because it'll give us the charge bonus. Oh man, some of their units came back from routing while we were chasing them. I hate that. That never happens for you as a player, but it happens for the AI quite frequently.
Athel Loren. We accept.
Did we get any damage done? Not really. Get back in there because he's going to be shooting you. Okay, the Death Hag's toast. Let's go get into the Dreadlord. Let's keep these units on the run. The power bar is starting to sour against the Druchi. And we're going to end up pulling off another nice victory here with a garrison army that the AI doesn't think is any good, but it's more than capable when given the opportunity to pick up a lot of kills. Especially because of that special ability on the Hawk Riders. It makes them kind of like a two-shot mobile artillery platform, and if you use it wisely, you can get a lot of work done with it. And then, of course, as long as what you're fighting is not well armored, Treekin and Dryads do very well, and same thing with Deepwood Scouts. Do great against low armor. They just don't have a whole lot of extra ammunition. Dan Richa 9097 says, "Why did you underway into that first battle? Would have made much more sense to normal march than you could have forced march back into friendly territory." I don't know. I probably just made a mistake. I do that pretty frequently. Probably just made a mistake. Not a whole lot else to it. Not a lot of replenishment, but I'll take it because obviously we could be fighting another Druchi force here shortly. So Vaul's Anvil holds again, which is a very nice hold for us. Cult of Pleasure has confederated with Saildra Tor, which is not ideal for us because they're enemies. But, let's see, these guys still at war with Tharkarond. And I think I gave them military access, should they decide to use it. They always ask for it. Now, whether or not the AI decides to use it is a whole other story. I think we still got, 2 more turns before we can use the Deep Roots, and it kind of sucks because we're just stuck here sitting at the Oak of Ages.
Awaiting bloodshed.
It's not even really any battles to fight over here. Well, we could go to Fester Spike, actually. Might as well go hit Fester Spike. It's probably full of Skaven, and we can cleanse them out.
Adventure.
Challenge to dates. We don't need that. We finished Wings of the Forest. Let's put up Rally and then start working on some of these higher tier ones. We don't have any triple gold units yet, but we will, or sorry, even gold chevron units yet, but we will soon with our Glade Guard. And that will help out considerably, potentially, coming up here. Nothing else I can really do with my money at the moment. There's nothing to build. We could make another army in the Witchwood, but we'd probably go into the negative pretty quickly. And I don't think it's entirely necessary at the moment for us to do such things. Just see what we get here. The Beast Catches. I love the name. Beautiful. What do we want to do? I mean, an Azray Forge would be nice to have. Let's build the Azray Forge. We have 1 Kindred available for that. Nothing else that we build requires Kindreds. Would certainly be nice to have access to whatever archers that we want, because we are playing a Wood Elf campaign after all. So let's do that. And our army over here for the sisters.
So impatient.
Let's head up to Fester Spike. We're waiting 1 more turn, so we'll hit Fester Spike and then head home. Clan Rictus got destroyed. Ooh, boy. Well, it's a good thing we didn't leave yet, because there's another forest encounter we'll have to take care of while we're here.
Bliss. Bloodshed. Oh, sister.
Let's see. Von Muschel, the Felix and Gotrek books are a great read. Thanks for the suggestion. I might try that. it was kind of a cool story here and some of their lore in this. So appreciate the suggestion. If anybody else wants to add suggestions for books as well that I can read for Warhammers, then let me know. Let's see. Let's see. Powerful new weapon, talisman, enchanted item. What kind of enchanted items do we can get? Sword of Cane, Eagle Quiver. Now that will be kind of nice if we get a Waystalker.
Itching for fresh battle.
Oh man, we got Skaven Plague. Yeah. Declare war. I mean, it's Skaven. Of course we're declaring war.
Sister.
Clan Spittel. Well, it was nice knowing you, Clan Spittel. I mean, not really, but thanks for the Heathland.
They are marked.
Appreciate the fertilizer.
Inseparable. Invincible.
Alright. Sometimes to get rid of Skaven, you just gotta deal with a little bit of plague. We'll see, the forge is lit again. Ooh, perfected dreaming boots. That would be quite nice. That would be quite nice.
Give it to me.
Nope. Let's see. Non-aggression pact? No? Not having it, huh?
What could you possibly
Anybody want a non-aggression pact? Like,
ridiculous.
you know, elves of the world unite, that type of thing?
The word you say, but speak. No, just no.
Alright, sure. Makes sense. Isn't Daith, like...
The deep would protect
Yeah, not even... I mean, Daith is, like, giving us all these presents. I think someone mentioned it in a comment, he won't do anything with that. That doesn't even make any sense. CA, please. Shouldn't you get a bonus relationship with Daith? I mean... Oh, CA, please. Alright, let's get the Amber Spear built up. We can build... oof, that's pretty expensive. It's pretty expensive, but... Let's do it. 40 growth in all provinces, 6 untainted. It gives us a better garrison, which is really important too, because we may find ourselves defending this. Because we can't be in all places at once. So let's see here. Flynn says, pretty excited about this DLC. I've always liked the Wood Elves. They've always played very differently from just about anyone else, and have generally been very well realized as a faction. Nearly even started them as an army in the old fantasy. Lucky for me I didn't, because Age of Sigmar was only a few years out. I still got a warm spot in my heart for. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I like playing the elves as well.
Harmony must be imposed.
Let's see. Yeah, let's take the coin, because we just... And I don't think we're going to be replenishing right now anyway. Thorn666 says, I can't really help you with Warhammer lore more into 40k because of the sci-fi, but I can recommend a YouTube if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device. If you want to get into the insanity that is Warhammer 40k, it's comedy gold and well made. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm not really into 40k. I mean, I think it'd be cool if they made a 40k game. I'd certainly try it, like especially if it was from CA. I'd be all into that. But what I was going to say is I played the Battlefleet Gothic Armada and Gothic Armada 2 games, and I really liked them, even though it was unfortunate they didn't get any more support and updates than they did, because I think they're really a fantastic game. It just needs a little attention. Let's see, Wildwood Red. Let's use Nature's Quiver here. But yeah, it really made me want to go out and buy some Battlefleet Gothic models, but of course, by the time I realized that I like Warhammer's fantasy battle models, or Battlefleet Gothic, of course they're, you know, all discontinued at this point, which is great. So yeah, I'm pretty sad because I can't ever get the models, and I really want them. So yeah, I don't know. eBay has some, but they're extremely expensive, and it's kind of hard to get to. So, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'd love to have some of the models, though. It'd be great. See, Barbarians RS says, Grom has tasked me to deliver this message. The tree elves are kind of like the Empire gun campaign if the stinking humies were a bunch of tree-hugging hippies high on shrooms. Threw them all into pot, boys. Yes, the Grom campaign will be back. Don't worry, Barbarians RS. That comment is fantastic, by the way. I love it. Davros also says, Felix and Gotrek aren't a bad series, just don't expect beautiful prose and deep, meaningful themes. All right, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to have all that stuff. I don't really love all the prose. If it's a good story, I'm into it. That's all there is to it for me. Do we get to recruit Ariel or Ariel? Recruit hero. No, no. Because we got the Witchwood. Is it when we do the rebirth? Like, I'm trying to remember when we get a chance to recruit Ariel. Surely she's not only in the what do you call it? The
Awaiting
Vortex
duty.
campaign, because that'd be a sad
Ariel's
development.
will.
Where is Ariel? I want her here.
Serene Nestra. Tempestuous Arahan.
Alright, tree spirits will be punished. Oh, we're gonna be fighting an army of tree spirits? Yes, we are. Holy crap. Oof. Maybe I shouldn't have fought this. This is looking pretty scary, to be honest. Alright, let's fight the battle. Yikes. Let's see. Quelkin says, you tend to forget the Forge of Daith. You don't need to end the turn after using Deep Roots. Yeah, I remember that teleport. You keep your movement. And it says, as for Warhammer book, Gotrek and Felix. So another recommendation for Gotrek and Felix. Has the advantage to talk about a lot of races and provinces. So cool stuff. Thanks for the suggestion. And yeah, I do forget the Forge of Daith from time to time, clearly. Hopefully I'll do a better job of remembering it. There's a lot of dryads on the flanks. Actually, they're kind of spread out all over the place. It's a little bit weird. I definitely need to have my Eternal Guard to meet the Treekin. And then we can have my War Dancers to meet the dryads. Something a little bit like this. We're a little outnumbered though, so we're going to need to do our best to cause some damage here. We got our Great Stag Knights, which will help a lot, say like on this flank over here. And then same thing with the Eagle, should help a lot against that stuff. And let's use our archers to see if we can cut through some of these Treekin. Hawk Riders right here to help cut through some Treekin. And then let's get the Sisters and to see what kind of damage we can do to their big boy tree.
Sister, I approve. End them.
Okay, they should have to come attack us. Let's get my missiles on a defense mode. And I'm gonna start doing some damage to the big tree over there. Let you all see the Sisters kind of up close here. They should be pretty effective against the tree. Yeah, they're taking a chunk out of him for sure. Hey! Let's not get crazy. I definitely do not like what's happening here. Let's see. Eternal Guard, move over here. War Dancers, definitely stay away from those big dudes. Okay, let's get our archers and focus fire some Treekin. I don't want those Treekin getting to my units, so I'm gonna push forward. Charge. No. Back away from that. Don't do it. Archers, can you kind of help kill that stuff? Alright. Forgot my Waystalker, of course. Or no, sorry, Spell Singer. Charge that down, help them out a little. Spell Singer, could use some Flock of Doom right there. And let's summon a Deepwood Scout. Start firing in, and let's get an Eagle up. And Hawk Riders. Alright, Sisters, let's get down here and take out Big Tree Boy. And Archers, you also help with Tree Boy. We're holding over here. Well, this is an ugly fight. This is going to be a very ugly fight. Let's kind of scoot up and get closer to Tree. And the Hawk Riders can shoot the tree. Sisters shoot the tree. Everybody in general, shoot the tree. Alright, Deepwood Archers. Let's get after these Treekin. Alright, War Dancers and a Reindeer cleared out that flank. Let's bring the War Dancers over. Not an ideal unit here, but let's go lend some help. War Dancers again did their job here. Eternal Guard holding beautifully on this flank. Archers doing a spectacular job there. And let's start firing at these trees. Excellent. Cleaning them out. Let's keep our stags going. 3 stag knights. Bring our eagle back this way. Excellent. Kind of scary army to face, but our troops did really well. I think we managed to get the engagements that we needed in the right places. We didn't get our War Dancers killed. Our Eternal Guard held back the Treekin. You can see over here, like for instance, they didn't necessarily kill the Treekin, but they held them back. The War Dancers probably wouldn't have fared so well there. So, did a good job. Josh Moe also says to read Gotrek and Felix. Said it's the only Warhammer book series that I started, but it's really fun. It says 100 of hours poured into Warhammer 1 and 2. It's really helped me learn about the geography of the Warhammer fantasy world, which makes Gotrek and Felix much more enjoyable. Yeah, it's a good idea. Thank you. Let's see. Matthew Walsh had asked me, and I responded to him. And I'm going to check out what he said here. But he asked me this question, and I want to get this out here so other people can hear it too. It says, "Hey, Air, sorry to put an unrelated question on this video. Never worry about unrelated questions. It's okay. But I wondered if you were going to be doing any more computer component build content in the future, or maybe a Q&A session. Once again, thanks for the content." Yes, I am going to be doing some very soon to try and get you all prepped for Christmas. We'll talk about it there. He says that's, and I responded to him and said I told him this. He said, "Your videos are the reason I got into PC hardware in Warhammer 2. I used to play a lot of the older titles on a laptop without much idea of what a gaming PC could offer. Started watching your content on Warhammer 2 along with a few others. Really enjoy the game. Did an initial build, which was a pretty poverty spec, but he said just to get a PC up and running. It says it's poverty spec. He says I'm looking at upgrading the base from your recommendations, and I purchased a B550 Tomahawk to replace the motherboard." So that's a good idea. And he says I have a 3070 on order. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be pretty darn well set with that hardware with the Ryzen 5 3600, and you have the B550, so you'll get to use the smart access well, I think Nvidia is going to eventually offer smart access memory, but the 3070 is a great card. He says, "Do you think the newer Total War games like Warhammer 3 will be more taxing and require people to upgrade their computer?" Possibly, but possibly not too, because Troy actually runs quite a bit better than Warhammer does. So I think it's going to require more to run it really well, but I think they'll do a better job of using the hardware inside of people's machines than Warhammer 2 currently does. Just because they've been making those improvements as we go. So I'm pretty certain it may require more hardware, like I said, to max it out, but I think that it will end up running better on that. And the hardware you have is really good. Like, what you have on order there is really solid. And the fact that you even got a hold of some of this stuff right now, you should consider yourself lucky, because that's actually going to be a lot of what my video is about, which is how hard it is to get a hold of any decent hardware right now. So I was going to give you all some advice on it. So yeah, it is difficult to get a hold of the kind of hardware that you really want right now, because it's hard to get graphics cards, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Vanguard deployment yeah, let's do that. So we got the Vanguard deployments, some extra damage for the Eagles. Great Eagle for our Spell Singer. That'll make it easier for me to remember. We unlocked the Hawkeyes of Drakira, so we'll probably want to use them. The Forge just lit again. We can get a refined Eagle Quiver.
Like no other. Twin
But anyway, yeah, and then he has a second question here that says, "Do you think playing at a higher resolution in games like Total War Warhammer at 60 Hz is better than decent high refresh 1080p experience? Doesn't improve the experience?" So I'm playing on 1440p right now. It takes a heck of a lot of hardware. Now, with the hardware you're getting, you should be able to run Warhammer 2 at 60 frames, and take that with a grain of salt. Warhammer 2 benchmark, you'll easily do better than 60 frames with the hardware you're buying at 1440p. Now, you'll do a lot better than that at 1080p. I would recommend to most people to just get a high refresh monitor at 1080p because it's cheaper, and try and get hardware that'll run at a high refresh, because to me, I think having better frames is better than having slow frames and a higher resolution. if you can go up to the higher resolution and still get the frames, which in Total War is pretty challenging. So I would recommend to people, like, especially if you're not wanting to, like, just break the bank and spend every dime you have, I would highly recommend that you, I don't think we really need the money here, so I'll take the diplomatic relations.
Prestige grows.
Shut up, pro boy. So yeah, I would say stick with 1080p and just go with higher refresh.
Yes, agreed.
And that's someone, I have
Communing with the
1440p.
forest.
It just costs more. The monitors cost more. A high refresh monitor costs more. It takes
do we
more
fight?
expensive
Only when
equipment.
necessary.
So I wouldn't recommend it. So great questions, Matthew, and I'll try and address how to handle PC building in this extremely screwed up coronavirus market that we have right now. Paper launches from all the companies, everything selling out of stock. So I will give you all some advice soon in some videos for those of you who are interested in building your own PC. It is a kind of tough time to do it, but it's doable still, even though it's a little bit challenging at the moment. So yeah, hang in there, folks. Let's see, Wisdom of the Eagle. This actually... This makes distant foes aware of you. I don't know if we need to do this, but I mean, it makes our eagles stronger, so why not? I need to travel the deep roots and get back over here, because I think we're about to have some Druchi incursion. We've cleaned up the Oak of Ages pretty well for now. I don't see any more forest encounter. Watch, as soon as I leave, there'll be another forest encounter. Let's traverse the deep roots back to the Witchwood, and I kind of want to begin the ritual here, so that we can take care of that on the next episode. So let's perform the ritual.
Enemies muster nearby to disrupt the ritual. They can be weakened if attacked before the appearance of their forces, even if the ensuing battle is lost. The ritual cannot be stopped.
Ritual in the Witchwood. Cousin's arms. Destruction. Me and my enemy. Confederate with a faction in Laurelin Forest. We have to win a battle against Norska? Oof, might have to use the deep roots to go pull that off. Move to Venom Glade. Win 3 battles against the Greenskins. Well, that's cool. At least we have the ways to confederate with these factions. So I'll keep that in mind for future episodes.
Awaiting bloodshed.
And it looks like we're gonna need to let's go hit this.
for a
Oh, no. Oh. Okay, well, the auto resolve is kind to us. I actually didn't mean to do this, but let's just go ahead and auto resolve. I was gonna save that for the next episode, but I misclicked. But hey, whatever. We'll take it. Quick ambush, success.
For fresh battle.
Let's head back up into the Witchwood
Fine, I'll go.
and get healed. And I will see you all in the next episode. And appreciate all the comments. There's a ton of great comments here. Please continue to leave your comments. It actually helps out a whole lot. It's a great way to support the channel, and it just takes a few seconds. Same thing with the like button. If you liked the video, just go hit the like button. Small, couple seconds thing makes a big difference to me. And if you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. If you would like to be notified, you can click the bell. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you all soon.